Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Eradicator, and today we are going to enjoy ourselves by talking about technologies that have pushed the Star Citizen project forward. And yeah, we're talking about the project here because, of course, Star Citizen in its current stage is far from being a complete game. There's still a lot of tasks, a lot of work ahead before we can consider it a finished game. So that's why we're talking about projects in this video. And so, well, we've made a little selection of 5 of these technologies that are being worked on, or that were worked on by CIG actually, and these will be classified from the oldest to the most recent ones. But well, if you are liking these videos and you want to see more videos regularly, don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We also have amazing giveaways that we'll talk about at the end of this video. Any help over there is much appreciated. Guys, let's get started without further ado with the seamless universe, guys. This was actually the main feature of Star Citizen Alpha 2.0 that came at the end of the year 2015, and it was already back in these days a small revolution. Thanks to this major update, players were able to just walk around casually anywhere in the baby universe, get inside a ship, visit the interior of this ship while somebody else was flying the said ship, and then eventually land somewhere, open the ship, and walk casually wherever you would have landed. This update was actually one of the founding pillars of the Star Citizen experience that we know today, and 7 years later, I would say that this is still quite an exception in the video game industry, which doesn't really like to take risks. And well, just look at the video game industry today, the other space games that are available in 2022. It's very easy to see just how groundbreaking this technology was back then and still is today, 7 years later. We will then jump ahead by 2 years and get to the end of year 2017 with the release of Star Citizen Alpha 3.0. And this Star Citizen update came with Planet Tech that we're still enjoying right now. And this was quite a slap in the face, graphically and technologically speaking, because for a lot of gamers, the idea of flying a ship in space towards a planet and then descend down its atmosphere, land there and walk around was just pure fantasy. This had never been done before. And well, the haters of the project were repeating that over and over again, that something like that would just be impossible to do, especially without any loading time. And now I have to say that given the delays, even some of the most hardcore followers of the project were starting to have doubts. But eventually, just before Christmas, it was possible to visit Levski on Delamar, as well as the moons of Daymar, Selene, and Yela, which really marked the beginning of the Star Citizen experience we're having right now in Star Citizen Alpha 3.17. Since then, Planet Tech has evolved quite a bit, thanks to the magic made by the people from Crytek who moved to Cloud Imperial Games, and we're going to see that it has evolved indeed quite a bit with some of the future techs that we'll be talking about later in this video. With the addition of planets came the addition of more and more entities, which eventually was a problem because our computers as well as the servers became overloaded quite easily. Until then, all of the game data were taken in charge by players' machines and servers, but as the standard system got bigger and bigger, more performance issues got worse and worse, and Star Citizen developers had to deal with that. And this was done with object container streaming, both client side and server side. And thanks to this technology, well, now the servers only take under consideration what the players see, which is really allowing us to have considerable gains in terms of performance and resource allocations, which is also what allowed Cloud Imperial Games to finish a star system like the standard system. This technology, however, has shown its limits rather quickly, and the servers still nowadays are suffering when players are scattered all over the standard system. To remedy that, well, server meshing is being worked, and hopefully we should be able to see that by the end of this year or next year if everything goes well. We continue our list here with a considerable improvement of Planet Tech, which was released in mid-2021, and we're talking here, of course, of gas giants, which are completely explorable thanks to the release of Planet Crusader. So here again, this was a feature that we've been waiting for quite a long time, because Crusader was originally announced for Star Citizen Alpha 3.7 and then 3.8, and then it was indefinitely delayed to be released eventually 2 years after its original schedule. But the result was really worth it, because if we're being totally honest here, the views and landscapes, if we may say so, are absolutely breathtaking. Crusader being a gas giant, we also had the release of volumetric clouds with the release of the planet for the very first time in Star Citizen, which really reinforces the feeling of truly being in a city in the clouds once we are on Horizon. It is also the very first time in the whole of gaming industry that we can visit a gas giant without any loading time in its entirety, as long as you don't go too deep, because yeah, if you go too deep, this is what's happening to your ship. Now, some followers of the project will also be very happy to remind that other games had similar expectations, like Elite Dangerous, which was talking about gas giants all the way back in 2014, but unfortunately, we are yet to be seeing those in Star Citizen's main competitor. It's interesting to note that Crusader has also attracted a lot of players from other space games, and probably has contributed a lot to the financial success that was 2021. Speaking of 2021, we'll finish this year with a bang with another technology that was released on that year, and that technology is iCash, which brings the possibility to make items persist in games, such as, for example, a coffee mug, which you would drop somewhere in the verse, and then a couple of days or hours later, someone totally unknown to you, or maybe just you, would be able to pick up that coffee mug at the exact same place, the same location. And it is also this technology that has enabled dynamic events such as Jumptown 2.0, where lots of players are just scattering packages of drugs all over the standard system, as well as the Era 30,000 recovery, which now prevents players from losing all of their cargo in case a server crashes. We will also need this technology to transfer all data from one server to another once server machine will be operational. So iCash, as you understand, is therefore an essential part of the development of Star Citizen, and its operational phase will definitely make it easy for Star Citizen developers to bring in new content and new developments, which, gave us the impression that at some point, it was a little bit starting to stagnate. And there we go, guys. These are 5 technologies that have completely revolutionized the development of Star Citizen, but maybe you have another Star Citizen technology that you'd like to talk about. Let me know in the comment section down below. This, of course, is going to get you a chance to win one of the prizes that we have this month. If you subscribe to the channel and answer the question, you can win a Cutlass Black thanks to DJ Timo. Also, if you want to help out the extra mile on Patreon or via the YouTube Joe membership program, you'll have access to exclusive videos. I'll try to add one at least each week, and also access to my Discord channel, where thanks to Dr. Forbin, we have a giveaway there. It's a 400i with a Fortuna Pent. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, thank you so much to the DJ Don, Dr. Forbin, Eric, Own, Geek Citizen, and Captain Snake. It's the Eradicator. I will see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Joint membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.